Now, I did want to circle back to what I began the program with, which is just to say a word about sort of that base level of email hygiene and talk about, I guess, what I'll call the do-it-yourself approach. And I just want to speak a little bit to why that isn't enough. There are a couple of reasons. So one of the more compelling things to think about with regard to why sort of a do-it-yourself approach isn't enough is just the various data sets that you have. You have incoming data, right? So you have new-to-file subscribers, and about those folks, you really have zero information. You may have sent them, a welcome message, or you may have confirmed opt-in, but really you haven't sent them very much promotional mail at all, and you don't have much data on them, and whether they're receptive to your emails, or whether they signed up by accident, or they signed up just because they wanted access to that white paper you are offering, or whatever it is. But that's a data set that you really are lacking information on. We already spoke about some reasons why the old subscribers, the kind of the core of your list, right, that is ongoing, that things change with that, and that even when you send that and you're confident that the person on the other end received that, it's not necessarily an indicator that it's going to continue that way. So we saw some cases, for example, that spam trap example, where previous subscribers, previous good subscribers, may turn into negatives for you. And then there's always those funny examples, and probably every email marketer has a story of their boss who they tried really hard to talk them out of this, but they just said, hey, look, I found this file on a CD. Wouldn't it grow our revenue if we just sent this whole, whatever I found on here? Who knows? It was probably, something older from an acquisition or something. Who knows where it came from? But wouldn't that be a quick way to grow our revenue? We all know that's a really bad idea, and having the benefit of an email protection or statistics or data outside of your own data set can help support you when you're advocating for those sort of best practices. And really, the other sort of piece of that is that, just what I was speaking to earlier is, you have your own needs and goals and responsibilities, and you really need to outsource this to somebody who has the time to spend to dig into the details of the email address ecosystem and all of those changes. And really, it would be doing yourself a disservice if you spent all the time doing this, right? Because you'd be neglecting other core portions of your job. But really, it's right in the wheelhouse of a company that can do the work to dig into the data sets, that has the incoming data streams from, sort of globally across brands, and can look at that data and is always trying to, add to its knowledge base. And so if you look at sort of the combined solution of Safe to Send plus ListGuard, really what you're engaging there is in a team to continue working with you over time and get the benefit of that, intelligence.